The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Brandon in Tampa, Florida. Hey, Brandon, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Thanks, buddy. I've been listening to your show for over 16 years. I'm a very loyal listener to you, and I appreciate for all the education and everything you have to offer us.
Well, I really appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Thanks so much, man.
I have hardly ever missed your show. I'm there, and I want to, again, thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. And, you know, I can tell you, I think we get a warm spell going across this great country of ours right now. It's 80 degrees in Florida, and I know in Chicago it's about 50. Hopefully it's 50, 55 where you are. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Make it your goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely. You're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 61, NASDAQ up 14, S&P's up 2.5. Gold contract down $4.90, trading at $1,657 an ounce. Silver down 10 cents at $30.36 an ounce. Platinum up 18 at $1,599 an ounce. Copper flat down. Light sweet crude flat at $93.10 a barrel. Bonds up 3 ticks at 145.09. K 4.65. Euro is off 18 at 130.63. The yen is up 72, trading out at 87.77. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? Please, let's take a look at them. What do we have? Okay. Cash S&P. We get to a price point today out here of 1464. Can't handle the price. Closed at 1460. You do 610 million shares. What that sets up, folks, number one, that's going to set up that the cash S&P wants to go to the highs of the December 18th and 19th. Now, that's where we broke out of, okay? So how we come back into that area is going to be crucial to understand that, okay, is the force more downtown than uptown? And what we've had thus far is this. From the September 14th high, we come down 125 points, and we came down with volume. When I say with volume, you're coming down with 1.2 billion shares when you're breaking big areas of support or swing. You got top side, we didn't have that juice. What we did, however, is that even the first acceleration up on the 19th, so you can see what this correlation is. 19th of December, we did 750 million. On the 2nd of January, what we did on the 2nd... Okay, 2nd of January, we took that out at 850. Correlation there, you had 750 at the swing point, took it out with 859. So the smaller aspect, yes, takes it out. Larger aspect on the way down wasn't even close. So what do we have out here today? Well, you can make the case the small ABC structure on the way down. That's how this is set up right now. We take a look at the Dow. What we have with the Dow gets up to a price point today of 13,416. You close out at 13,390. Now, what the Dow did, bottom line, couldn't hold highs, couldn't hold the swing point of that 13,412, which was the day of January 2nd on the way topside. That's saying, hey, you know what? She's going to basically come after the swing point of yesterday, the lowest swing point, and we'll see how she comes down, whether the volume expands or contracts. NASDAQ Composite. Now, Composite, folks, big problems. Composite just can't handle it. Composite out here today, we did 1.7 versus 1.745. Price-wise, you're up 14 bucks. Inside the composite, what you had putting juice inside it is you had Seagate Technology, Facebook. Oh, look at that. That little baby goes, REGN goes topside again. And you had Western Digital. That was putting power on the top side. Taken away from it, you had Garmin. Garmin was down about 8%. NVIDIA was down only 29 cents, no big deal. Dollar Tree was off 81 cents, and you had Starbucks coming down 99 cents. But, of course, what we know is what? Inside, and this is where today inside the S&P also that it affected the S&P. Apple down $8.21. Now, this is what Apple did. Apple won 515.99. The last swing low that was out here, folks, that it was going after this morning was yesterday's swing low. We're closing right at it. That swing low from yesterday was 515.20. I suspect what you're going to see it go after it tomorrow morning. The way Apple is setting up right now is that Apple wants to go after the 501.23, which was the swing point on the 17th of December. And, of course, what ends up happening there, where Apple goes, the NDX goes, the composite goes. But what you also have, and you want to remember this, is that inside the S&P, Apple also is the largest weighting inside the S&P 500. You know, so when you look at the context of where we had the S&P was only up 0.2%, where the composite was up 0.4%, the NDX 100, of course, wasn't, but the Dow Jones was up 0.4%. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at the dollar index, okay? DXH3 we're trading out here right now. So what do we have with the dollar? Dollar today does 27,000 contracts. Dollar's going to need a lot more than 27,000 contracts, folks. What we did last week, we had two signs of strength. We did back in with lighter volume yesterday, rejected lower price. You know, we'll see how this attacks the 80.99 area right now. Right now, the way the dollar is set up is that the dollar wants to go into 82. I expect what you're going to actually see is 84. The reason I'm saying that is that the dollar had broken the downtrend it had been in since last July. We go over to the gold contract. We take a look at gold. What we have with gold is this. Gold basically is having a tough time. My take is that gold wants to go quite a bit lower. And this is what it is. We're down 470 today. We had a price spread of 1666 to 1651. $15, not a big deal. We did 120,000 contracts. Now, this is where the problem comes in. The problem is that we got over the highs of the last 3 days and it couldn't hold price. You know, and we had dramatically lighter volume. You got to remember something. We came down on 253,000 contracts. So you try to go higher today with 120,000. That's a bad scene. Number one, we're going to go after the 1626 low. Number two, we have volume come out of it. I suspect we're going to get down to that 1575 area. And the way it's set up right now, it looks to me like 1575 is game. Tomorrow morning at 7:30, if you'd like to see me bisect and dissect gold and the dollar, I'm going to be on CNBC at 7:30 in the morning doing that Traders Corner. Let's go take a look at the bond market. What do we have with the bond market? So, bonds out here, 30-year bond, we're looking at U.S. 30-year bond. This is where we stay with the 30-year bond. We did 308,000 contracts today. Now, we did have an expansion of volume inside the bond market. It couldn't handle price just yet. You know, we're up 2 ticks, which is nothing. But what you did do is this. You know, yesterday we had 290,000 contracts. The prior day we had 250,000. What bonds are going to need, folks, bond needs about 475,000 contracts in order to basically get into higher price and hold higher price. I do expect that you're going to see that in the next few days. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at the financials out here. We were bisecting and dissecting the financials yesterday, and what we were looking at, we'll start with the XLF. What the XLF did out here today, folks, is that she got over the high. That high that we were talking about here, she got over the 1708. This is so crazy, too. She went to 1709. She closed at 1693. Now, inside the XLF, let's start off with J.P. Morgan Chase. Because, see, if the J.P. Morgan Chase, absolutely no juice. No top JPM. That's it. Actually, I got the... No, JP... Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we take a look at J.P. Morgan. Sorry about that, folks. It just didn't look right. So we get J.P. Morgan. What does J.P. Morgan do? She gets to a price point of 46.20. She closes out at 45.45 and 45.47, and that's just under these last lows. It's like, okay, you're the strongest one. You can't handle it up there. That's saying that J.P. Morgan, Jake's going to pull back a bit tomorrow. Expansion of volume on the way back. That'll be the end of the banking deals for a while. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.